My mother arrived here illegally. So where would she be sent back to under this current regime? To Nazi Germany? To fascist Austria? So it doesn't stand up what they're trying to do. My name is Sally Morgan. I'm a teacher. I've taught in schools in London for a huge chunk of my life. My mother was Jewish, just accepted that as part of her life. She grew up in Dortmund, Hörde. When she got to the age of 16, things weren't going too well for Jewish people in Dortmund at the time. She went to Vienna, but things were just as bad for Jewish people in Vienna. So she arrived in the UK. We're not exactly sure how. Like quite a lot of people with a similar history, my mother wouldn't talk about it for many, many years. This is the diary that my mother brought to the UK with her. The beginning pages she removed and decided that her new life was going to be from the moment that she met my father, and that's where it starts here. She wanted to be part of our society here, so my mother started training to be a nurse soon after she arrived here when she was 18. She didn't stop until she was well into her 60s. She did a variety of positions, including nursing on the docks in London. She was an assistant matron during the war. She basically dedicated her working life to the NHS. This is my mother when she was nursing, I believe, at the Old Brompton, on the docks in London during the Second World War. She looks amazing to me. She looks so beautiful. And she loved the job. She met my father when she nursed him, and they got married just before the end of the war. Today, so many people in Britain seem unable to put themselves into the shoes of the person fleeing difficult circumstances. And my mother would say, why? We are all people. We are all equal. My father was completely different, farmers all the way through, so I grew up on a farm with this mixed cultural upbringing, and that was just my life. I never thought I was particularly Jewish. I never thought I was any different from anybody else. I married a Polish person. I have 2 sons who have mixed heritage, obviously, and I just continued with my life until Brexit. My mum would be appalled at the lack of welcome, the lack of empathy. Someone said to me, do you feel German now? And I said, no, I've never felt German. I feel European, which is what I've always felt. I've always felt European. There are walls all over the world. The wall that used to exist between East and West Germany, the wall that Trump tried to erect. I'm very sad that the world today seems to be en route to building more walls, including the UK now. I think underneath it all, we still are open-minded. I like going on the underground, on the bus, and hearing lots of different languages around me. And I think we are all enriched by having people who can bring to us a different experience, and we all benefit from empathizing with somebody else. Trading together, sharing each other's lifestyles, opening up, falling in love with people from other nations, being more than just this little island. It's the 21st century. We need to move together, working with others. My mother believed in service. She chose to do that in the NHS, and she tried to instill in her 3 daughters this sense of public service, which was so important to her.
And you did?
Hopefully. The European movement is key to changing what is happening in this country, to moving forward to rejoining. One of the important things is it goes across party. It is just the wish to be part of Europe. I hope little by little we get closer to the EU, introducing a proper Erasmus programme, making travel easier, keeping the science programmes, which are so essential. If all of these things happen little by little, hopefully we can rejoin.